Cody Rhodes thing is in full swing, and I mean, it is in full swing, so much so that very, very important people are hearing about it and discussing it. One of those important people being the Undertaker. Now, obviously, it's not just the Undertaker who is voicing his opinion on Cody Rhodes. In fact, there's a lot of people that are actually doing this. I mean, real life, like celebrities, are jumping into the mix behind Cody Rhodes, and it's just been a wild couple weeks in the WWE, and today I want to talk about The Undertaker and what it means that The Undertaker has actually spoke out about it, and I want to get your guys' thoughts in the comment section below. We'll talk about it all in today's video. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Billy. Definitely be sure to like this video, and when I say like it, I mean like that thing, you know? Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel, and when I say like it, guys, I really mean like actually like the video, because what we're trying to do over on this channel is we're trying to get sent to a different stratosphere. You feel me? There's also been some other big news, which if you guys would like, I will link my TikTok down below. You guys can go follow me over on TikTok, where I give little updates on the news and stuff like that. So we'll talk about all that news stuff over there. But this, I guess, is kind of news. It's some big stuff. Without further ado, let's hop right into the video. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is Billy. Again, you guys heard it in the beginning. You don't have to hear that whole fucking spiel again. Guys, The Undertaker actually came out and spoke about Cody Rhodes in a recent interview on his podcast, his YouTube channel. It's so weird seeing The Undertaker doing things like this. I mean, it's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love it because The Undertaker probably has some of the coolest stories in the business, and I think that's fair to say. His stories in the business are absolutely insane, but I really wanted to come on here, give you guys my thoughts and what it means for what The Undertaker said. So I'm going to read you a quote. This comes directly from The Undertaker himself, and it says, hold on one moment. Let me go back. So, The Undertaker said, "I wanted to hear Cody's promo. It was great. It was so good, and I was so invested. When he said, just not at WrestleMania, my freaking heart sunk into my stomach because I knew at that moment what was about to happen. Believe me, money-wise, having The Rock at WrestleMania, brother, come on. Against Roman, who has been champion for what, 13 years now? Samoan versus Samoan, it's huge, and it is what it is." Now, this obviously, guys, came directly from The Undertaker himself, and I want to break this whole quote down for what it is. So obviously, The Undertaker has voiced his opinion on Cody before, and he has gone out to say that he is a big Cody Rhodes fan. And it's so awesome, right? Because Undertaker is one person who genuinely is just always giving back to the business, and I don't think there's any better way than to be talking about the hype behind the business right now, because people will tune in, especially those old fans, right? Those people that you want to bring in who are watching The Undertaker maybe because they are not WWE fans, but they are Undertaker fans. So Undertaker himself brings in a broad audience of people into the WWE. So when they hear him talking about Cody Rhodes, they become invested, right? You see what I'm saying? How it's like a trickle-down effect. So when The Undertaker speaks on it, fans then come back to the product because, oh, Undertaker said it was good, right? So much so that his heart sank to his stomach. That is a very, 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 very deep line. My heart sank to my stomach because I knew what was about to happen. Genuinely think about that. So, obviously, The Undertaker knows the business like the back of his hand and probably knows it better than anybody who you've ever talked to. So, you hear him say that, and you're like, oh, man, like, is it possible that they could do that? Is there a chance? Maybe? I don't know, right? But hearing it from The Undertaker, it's like, yeah, it does make sense money-wise. The Rock and Roman, whether people like to believe it or not, it is good for business. It sells. It really does. And now get it. And I will say this 100%. They do not need The Rock. WWE does not need The Rock, but he boosts sales. The trajectory of everything since The Rock returned to WWE has been electric. The feel around it, the publicity, you see it all. It's in front of your face. They would be dumb not to bring The Rock in. Now, The Rock has stated numerous times to just come along, enjoy the ride. So as fans, that's what we should probably do. I've heard a lot of people speculate, oh, The Rock is trying to steal this spot. Oh, The Rock is trying to do this and that. But then as you watch the story play on, we obviously had the press conference that happened. There was no signs of this. Then Triple H comes out on SmackDown this past week, lays down his authority. This upcoming week on Friday Night SmackDown, we have The Rock and Pat McAfee, or not Pat McAfee, The Rock and Roman Reigns showing up together, and it's just going to be electric. The feeling inside the building will be exciting. So The Undertaker knows what he's talking about, right? He wants Cody at WrestleMania, but he also understands why Rock and Roman happened there. Against Roman, who has been champion for 13 years now. That would obviously, in real terms, make Roman the guy. He would 100%. He's beaten The Undertaker. He's beaten John Cena. He's beaten Edge. He's beaten all these people. He would 100% become the guy. He's beaten Triple H even. He would 100% be the guy, and there would be no doubts about it. Now, WWE would sell it as one of their biggest, not even one of their biggest, the biggest match of all time, which in hindsight, it would be, right? In hindsight, that match would be the biggest match of all time. But it's not the match that we want now. See, a lot of us, not saying all of us, but a lot of us want Cody because we need change. WWE needs to move on past Roman Reigns because it's been a while now. And I understand people's argument of like, oh, well, maybe he could break Hogan's record and blah, 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 and all this and that. I don't think that needs to happen. I think we need to move on from Roman. Things have gotten stale. Or hear me out here. Maybe we don't need to move on from Roman, but we need to get the title off of Roman to continue Roman's story. The belt Roman's bigger than the belt now. So let Roman go be bigger than the belt, and let the belt be big on Cody, and let Cody defend that belt, move that belt forward, and do all the things that we want to see done with that belt. I think us fans truly, truly do deserve that. It's been so long, and it just seems like, we have so much more to do with that belt. It needs to be put back on TV, and people need to fight for it and all this and that instead of having just another Roman match. Do you see what I'm saying and how it works? If he wants to go face The Rock, we are more than welcome, and we are more than happy to that because obviously we want to see The Rock versus Roman. It's something that we've been waiting for a very long time, and in fact, if you would have given us this 4 years ago, we would have been like, hell yeah, count me in, right? Because 4 years ago, it made sense when it first happened. When you were telling Jay and Jimmy and all of this and that, and I understand people are going to come on here and they're going to argue the fact that no, that didn't make sense then because he was still becoming who he is today. That doesn't matter because no matter what, there was always a timeline for The Rock to jump in to the mix of the bloodline. So much so that he brought it up at the press conference when he put the family tree up. Do you see what I'm saying? It's all aligning. The Rock always made sense with Roman. Their paths could have crossed at any time. It didn't matter when. It didn't matter where. As long as their paths crossed, it was always going to make sense. Now, obviously, right now, The Rock is going to be playing the heel, and he's actually going to be doing some work with Roman Reigns. And the Roman Reigns, as we talked about in the live stream, looked like a complete sidekick, which is insane to even think about. But there's a lot to be told here, and there's a lot to break down. Now, obviously, The Undertaker is probably going to be another one of those people who fully believe, like, oh, let's just let it play out, because The Undertaker knows how these stories work. He's been involved in the business for a long, long time, and in fact, his stories were always some of the most drawn-out stories, so he understands the drawn-out side of it. So let's let this play out. Let's see what happens here. Let's enjoy the ride. Let's have fun. It's not deep. I want Cody personally. I can imagine a lot of you want Cody. I'm not saying everybody, but some of you want Cody. And to The Rock, again, like I'll say it, all his fans out there, like, of course, you guys are more than welcome to want The Rock as well, because The Rock is just, if not, no, he is. He's just as important, but I don't think the belt is for him. I don't think him fighting Roman at this WrestleMania, at least one-on-one, makes the most sense. I still believe that Cody and Roman, regardless, one-on-one, makes some type of sense. And yeah, no, we're going to be pushing forward to see what happens at WrestleMania, and I'm excited. I'm very, very excited. So yeah, The Undertaker said all of this. And really, to summarize it, it's The Undertaker knows what he's talking about. Listen to him. Let's see what happens. Let's just let it play out for what it is. Guys, again, you're new here. Definitely be sure to like this video. When I say like it, I mean like that thing. Really like it. Also, subscribe to the channel, because when you do both, it sends us to a different stratosphere. And over on this channel, we're trying to go to a different planet. That's where we're trying to go. A different planet. Also, guys, I will link the Discord down below if you guys would like. We are building a family in Discord. It's a lot of fun. People are enjoying themselves. We're having fun talking pro wrestling, guys. Feel free to come join the family. You feel me? Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace.